And anyway, I don't know if they're dreams or not. And this guy, who I think was a ghost, kidnapped some kid, and also I think was in my head after, while I was sleeping. And anyway, yeah, I need to do something, because this is scary.
Well, that's not what I was expecting to hear tonight. Are you okay, dude?
No, I'm kind of freaked out.
It probably wasn't a ghost.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, definitely.
Ugh. Okay, fine, I'll go figure this out myself.
Aw, dude, don't be like that.
You got us.
Aw, dudes.
Okay, fine.
We just need to maybe see if there's, like, some ghosty stuff happening around here. Like, from a source we can trust.
Such as?
Does the newspaper have, like, a ghost section? What? Why is that a dumb question?
You know, we could go check the library.
For books about it?
No, they have the local paper on file, going back a century. If there's some secret history of kidnapper ghosts, we'll find it there, probably.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know they had that. I thought it was just like a broken down old bunch of books.
When's the last time you were at the library? We actually have one of the nicer ones around.
Oh, how?
Rich dude who paid for it way back when. Yeah, they set up a foundation and... Never mind. Let's go.
Can we regroup after?
Sure.
Okay, we'll be back.
Woohoo, ghosties.
That's the spirit.
I see what you did, May.
Oh my gosh. Boy.
The library.
Throw some oil and some heat on that, and you got yourself some popcorn with that, Corny. It's ridiculous.
That's actually the first time I've ever heard that, which I'm surprised.
That expression?
Yes.
I just made it up right now.
Okay.
You're
Because
welcome.
it sounds like one of those things people would just say, and you're just what the heck?
Yeah, see? I'm people.
Stop making your own ones when I'm trying to know the...
I just made it.
Look, jobs. Weird, like, when this was painted, it was like, hey, look out the window. We're all working. Things are great. Now it's like one of the graffiti murals after someone gets shot or hit by a car.
This mural is really affecting you.
I forget that we live in separate realities.
Mine's clearly better.
And Pumpkinhead Guy, or at least I was awful
Like
with that
it's dead.
song. I mean, like with Die Anywhere Else or Weird Autumn, like, I was pretty good with that. But this one, no.
You need to practice, Tanner.
Like, I mean, that's like the hardest song in the game.
I believe in you.
You believe in me that it's the hardest song in the game?
I believe that you can ace it.
Yeah.
You can be a superstar.
Hey. Closing in 2 hours.
They didn't say Jack, but she gave him the hours, the amount of hours it was till they closed.
Okay.
That's great.
Okay, cool.
Any idea where the microfish is?
Microfiche. Or microfiche?
I think it's
How is it?
microfiche. I always thought it was microfilm. Like, I thought that's how you said it, but
Microfiche.
Microfiche.
that's great.
3rd floor.
What's microfiche?
Like those,
Okay,
Like-
thanks.
they have like 2 reels, like
On
where
the
they
thing.
have. It's kind of like the negatives of like old newspapers. So then you put them
Oh.
on like this machine, turn on a light, and then you can like run through like old newspapers. It like projects down onto like a white sheet or something like that.
Interesting.
Uh,
Up.
Mom does a lot of genealogy stuff. That's like where it is.
Slow night.
Yep. Spooky here, all alone.
I've been spooked.
Larry's wandering around here somewhere.
Ooh, spooky Larry.
Oof. I'm not joking. So here's something. So the farm that we work at, I'm pretty sure it's haunted.
It probably is.
Because, like, every time I'm there by myself, like 2 o'clock in the morning, stuff moves, things fall down all the time. Right? Like, the other morning, I just wasn't having it. I kid you not, like, something fell off the shelf. I took my headphones off. I was like, really? Are we doing this morning? Is that what we're doing? Seriously, just leave me alone. Like it was one of those where I was like, I've had it. I'm done with this. Like, I was more annoyed, like, at this point than scared, because, like, I always see, like, shadows and stuff at the corner of my eye, things like that.
Yeah, it's because they can't really hurt you.
No, they can't, but it's just
annoying. It's just
annoying.
Yeah.
And like I jump easy, so if something falls, it's like, and it's like, I just don't want to deal with this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, you were just telling me the other night about how your apartment was haunted.
Yeah. That one got weird.
Really? Your apartment's haunted?
The other night while we were recording, something crazy happened in there.
Really?
Like, we've got these brackets with candles in them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those where, like, it hangs on the wall. It's got a little platform here where the candle sits. And then it's got another, like, kind of wire that goes around the candle as well. And a glass thing fits inside of there. So the only way for that to come out is you have to pick it up and move it out. And it flew across the room while we were recording out here. My wife calls me. She's like, you need to come in here and do something. Because, like there's just been some weird stuff going on. So it was like, yeah. So that was creepy. That was while we were recording, too.
Oh, dang.
It was nuts. So.
Yeah, and that was just last Sunday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Get
Sunday
some
night.
white sage.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we did everything.
Smudge it.
Yeah, we did the whole thing. We like blessed the house, did the sage thing. It's like, yeah, we're
There's
gonna
like
keep this away.
nothing. There's nothing in my house. It's like one of the few buildings. Like the last time there was a ghost, so I have a theory with one of our friends.
Go on.
So he's like he's only been to our house once.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't confirm this theory. Anyways, he comes over, and I remember looking at the corner of my eye, like there's someone there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what the heck? Like there's never ghosts in our house, ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what the heck? Anyways, I'm like, him and my husband were going to just stay up and play games where I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to bed. I'm like, if it's still here, I'll deal with it, the next day.
Yeah.
It wasn't doing anything, so I'm like, whatever. Anyways, I wake up the next morning, it's not there. There's not anywhere in my house. So I'm like, why was this ghost just chilling here? And so my theory is it's following the dude. Because they say his apartment's haunted.
Mm-hmm.
Or a place, but it's newly built. There's not much around it. I'm like, it's probably like my
Probably
theory is,
you, bro.
yeah, it's probably you, bro.
Yeah.
You're probably haunted.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, I never get ghosts, and there was a ghost there when you were there.
So we've had like there was when Caleb, my son, was like 3 in potty training. Like, so most of the time when we go to potty training, you go and sit on the toilet. He wouldn't shut the door, wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
But there was like 3 times where he would shut the door and he would be talking to somebody while he was going to the bathroom, while he was potty training. Because, like, so it wasn't like, oh, like that, and he'd, like, be talking to something in the room. Like, carrying a conversation. My wife recorded it. It was creepy. So, like, that's
Kids are so crazy.
I know. It drives me nuts. Ugh. I hope my daughter doesn't do anything like
that's
that.
That's why it's like, watching
animals.
Just like, do you really want a dog or cat or anything? Because they watch it. And you
just
like,
pray that your daughter doesn't, like, climb up the wall and onto the ceiling and then, like, rotate her head like a 360
That's different.
Degrees. Yeah, that's a bit much. that one's one like, no way. Don't want to deal with haunting stuff. I just, like, the other night it was like, seriously?
That's pretty bad when they start throwing stuff.
Yeah, and that's what we said. It's like, all right, we got to take some action.
Because they're not
here.
just there.
Yeah, they're being dicks.
Yeah, that was so crazy because I literally was like, it was like chilling there because if there's ever like ghosts, they just like pass through, do their own thing. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there was nothing there, and then it was like, why is this thing here? Mm-hmm. Why is it here? And it's not leaving.
Word. Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, it's like because he has 2 roommates that we're also friends with, and they're like, dude, his house is haunted. I'm like, I think it's him, but I mean, I haven't confirmed. He hasn't like came back, in a place that's like not haunted to be like, no. You're haunted, man.
So what if this ghost comes back to your new place that you're gonna go to?
Well, it would be with him. It would be crazy because it would be wherever he goes.
Yeah.
The ghost is going with him.
This other guy or this other friend of yours.
Yeah, if he went to a new place, I don't know. I think it's just following him. I should ask the roommates if he's gone, if the house is still haunted.
It could just be.
Oh, that will prove another thing. Because I don't know how else to prove it.
Yeah.
Besides he comes back to our house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll ask his roommates. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Because it would
Crazy.
be like, if he's gone, is the house haunted?
All right. So I was listening. Speaking of like haunted stuff, so I was listening to a podcast with Ron White, the comedian.
Yeah.
So, it was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he's like, "Do you believe in the afterlife?" Yeah. How else could there be ghosts? That was his response.
Yeah.
and he's like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah. I lived in a haunted house for like 6 years." And he's like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." So what happened is like, his daughter was like sleeping on a bunk bed, and like something hit her while she was in her sleep, and he walked, and so Ron White's like, "I don't care who you are, where you came from, you mess with my kid again, I will kill myself and murder you again, whoever you are." And he's like, after that, no problems. He's like, we'd see stuff every once in a while, but never mess with us again. Because that goes realize that there's a crazy man in this house willing to do any kind of nuts stuff. So that
like,
was
yeah,
like that was his whole thing. He's like, that's how I know there's an afterlife. How else could there be ghosts?
Yeah, no, that's how my thing is like, how else, like, how do I see,
It's
you know,
kinda-
you feel
it's
these
kind of
things.
comforting in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
that there's people around.
Oh yeah.
But it's just kind of weird because I'm like, why is this person following my friend? This is the first
Like-
time I've actually seen something like follow a person.
Oh yeah. Legitimately, if I was a ghost, I would watch all kinds of movies. I'd hang out in a movie theater.
Would you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See all the new stuff? Like, here's something. Okay. So
yeah, you wouldn't have to pay for
For
tickets.
anything.
You know what's
Yeah.
ridiculous? So before Avengers Endgame came out, I was so hyped to see it. Right.
Okay.
So hyped to see it that like I kept thinking, you know, it would suck if I got in a car accident before I saw this movie. And one of my last thoughts would be, gosh dang it, I want to see how that ended. You know, like
You
like
would probably stay here lingering.
yeah,
just to watch it.
just to see it. And that,
Yeah, you
that's
just have
cool.
unfinished business.
Yeah, unfinished business.
And
I
you
wanna see-
watch it and you
I want to see how the Marvel Cinematic Universe happens and kick it with my kids. Like that's what I think. I was like, I would see all kinds of stuff. I'd go to Area 51.
Yeah,
Why
you
not?
would go.
Yeah,
Like, I do
You
all
could
that.
literally go to the bottom of the ocean.
That'd be so sick. I want to go see what's down there.
It'd probably
But
be really dark down
You
there.
need to
though.
take a flashlight, but I don't think you can
But
take a
I don't
ghostly
know. Can you?
flashlight.
Can ghosts see in the dark? Is it ever actually dark in the night if you're a ghost?
I don't know.
Or is everything always bright?
or
you
could
can always see everything.
or could ghosts glow if they wanted to?
Just produce your own light.
Well, that's why they call orbs. You know
Oh,
how
yeah,
when you're
yeah,
filming, there's like orbs that cameras can catch.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So can you? But is that like light coming
don't
from
know.
you, or like you seeing, like, it would depend on like I guess
I
luminescence.
think it's
but
always interesting.
you just grab like one of those like angler fish that's got the little antenna thing, just like look around with
I don't
it
know.
or
I'm
something.
gonna
I
be
don't know
your
where-
best friend.
Like there
Good
was
feelings gone.
there was like something caught on camera where someone's son died. I can't remember how, and they had a motion thing in their kitchen or something. Anyways, it went off or whatever during the middle of the night. The next day, they look at it, and it was her son in the kitchen. I can't remember, but they're like, maybe he just wanted to come back once
Yeah.
because he was like in the hospital. He died, and then probably came
Oh,
back.
Yeah, I want to see his house again. I don't
And,
know.
but yeah, it left. But yeah, they could tell from the outline because it's weird because some ghosts are like these little orbs.
Yeah.
And then some of them where you can like see a distinct figure.
So I think the figures are more spooky than the orbs.
Same,
If I-
because
if
the
I-
orbs are like tiny
Yeah,
little,
yeah, they're-
almost
they're-
look like dust.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're kind of more comforting in a way. It's like, oh, that's light, but the other one is like
It's spooky.
yeah, it's more spooky.
But
But
the
is
thing-
that just because of the human form of it, or what is it? Is it like, do we see an orb and think, oh, you know, it's kind of like the sun, or like it's bright, it's like a light bulb?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like
Yeah,
dust,
when you
like
put it
you
that
feel
way.
like you
Could
feel
you-
like you could punch it. It's probably because we were bigger. We're a person where we know we can't hit it,
Yes.
but it could hit us.
Yeah. See,
It's probably
Yeah.
scary.
I don't know. If I could come back as like
An orb.
if
Or
an
like-
orb or a person, I'd want to figure out if I could do like both. Like that would be my thing.
Yeah,
Like
maybe.
hey, what could you do? Like what are like probably one of the first things becoming a ghost. I want to find out what I can and can't do. Then I'll find out what the rules are, and then say, okay, well, can we bend that one?
Well, the thing is like you can talk to kids.
Yeah.
And then there's some people that keep that. Like, I actually grew up with a girl. Like, I actually trust her because she never like, she never did anything where you wouldn't trust her or
Oh,
say
okay.
shit. You know, he was like, oh, you're lying.
Mhm.
She's one of those girls that's like, oh, you're actually legit. Where she said she actually could talk to him and actually see him.
Uh-huh.
For me, I more feel him more like the corner of her eye kind of thing.
Mhm.
That's
See,
how I do it.
I prefer that. I don't want to have a conversation.
Yeah, like, that's how I can tell when there's something there.
Mhm.
But she can legitly, like, see them and talk to them. Even though she's like...
I think after a while you'd get used to it, though. It wouldn't be spooky after that.
Yeah, she says it's not, and sometimes they don't really talk to her or notice. Like, they know she's there, but sometimes they just keep going in circles.
Oh, because
Like,
they're
I
stuck.
get something, because I guess there was a girl in my junior high that was in, like, our music room, and she would try to talk to her, but she wouldn't really talk back. She was just, would say the same things over and
She was
over and
just
over and over.
stuck.
Yeah, she was stuck there.
See, I think that would suck.
That would suck!
I just want to, like, make sure all my business is taken care of before I leave. That way it's like, okay, we're good.
I think it might be easier for adult unless you're, like, really pissed.
See, yeah.
Or depressed.
Yeah, just, like, super angry all the time.
Yeah, right before you go, or if you're really depressed. But if you're to, like, go, like you said, like, what if you just really wanted to see that movie? You probably won't be, like, super pissed.
Oh, probably not, unless it sucked. If the movie sucked, then it's like...
You're like, you start haunting the movie theater, you're like so
everyone
pissed.
in the theater's popcorn...
like, what is this? What is this ending?
All they hear is like, this is bullshit. Freaking movies come for that. Like popcorn flying, nachos. There's a hot dog hitting the screen. There's all kinds of crazy stuff. Like just the nut stuff that happens when you're a ghost and you're pissed off about a movie you wanted to see and it sucked.
Oh man, that'd been so funny.
It's like, what the hell? Why is there popcorn flying in the air?
Like what was the sequel that super sucked? Like that just universally was horrible.
Super
you guys think of one?
horrible.
Like imagine
The
like
Mummy too.
imagine coming back for the Mummy 2 and just like being wow, I was excited for that. That sucked. Like
Yeah, like Mummy did.
just doing that. I don't know. I could just imagine that. It's like
Some
but-
Disney movie, the second one, like the early Disney movies.
Oh yeah, like the Disney sequels. It's like what is it called? Like Aladdin, like the Return of Jafar or something like that.
Yeah,
The
Return of Jafar and the King of Thieves.
Yeah, and you
King of
watch
Thieves.
that.
King of Thieves was cool.
I actually liked King of Thieves.
Yeah.
Because like they had like the Midas's hand and stuff, and you could turn them to gold and like.
I actually liked that one too.
That was cool. That was a killer one.
Little Mermaid 2.
I never saw.
Ariel has a daughter.
Ariel
Wait, I
has a
thought
daughter.
Oh wait, that's 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like 13 in the first one.
Yeah.
How soon after?
No, she's 16. Remember, I'm 16 years
Oh,
old.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
a child. And everyone is like, now we just roll our eyes.
It's like, you kind of
you're
are.
16.
Like you're kind of a child.
Okay.
A little bit.
For some reason, I didn't realize that Ariel was like 16.
She says it in the movie because she's like, I want to go to the surface, and the dad is like,
Oh.
no, what are you talking about? And then the literal line is, I'm 16 years old. I'm not a child.
And then
That's literally the line in the movie.
And then and then being married and then having a baby at the age of 17?
17, 18. But I mean, this is back in the day where maybe she was
People
like
died
an
when they were
adult.
30,
Yeah,
so they
when
kind of
people
had to
died
get that
when
over
they were
with.
30,
Oh,
so-
right, because she was a different species.
Yeah.
She was probably
Well, and there was
like
a different time too where they had horse-drawn carriages and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
So their lifespan
So she
is
could
30.
be 100 years old.
Wonder what Ariel
could.
would like to eat once she turns into a human. Like,
Hmm.
did she eat fish before? I don't
I
think so.
think, like, remember they had the fish or crab dinner,
Yeah.
but what was it? It was like the fork thing. They totally ignored the dinner during
Yeah.
that part.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, we should go back to this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come back to it. There you go. There's a
Okay.
distraction. Everybody. Don't
Yeah.
forget to like and subscribe. There you go.
Looks like someone left this thing open on this one.
It's a resume.
Bob Targ, born 1960s. Oh my gosh, that's the year my house was built.
Mind blown.
50
Game
years old. Let's see. Experience, mining, construction, well drilling.
I never think about getting a job when I'm old.
50 is not really old.
I mean, you should have money then, right? Should, but
Ideally.
it should be like guaranteed. Should be guaranteed in general.
You gonna join my young socialist chatterbox group?
She has that? Is that a thing?
No.
She has other friends?
Whoa.
Holy crap!
What?
It's Charity Barity!
What's Charity Barity?
How do you not know what Charity Barity?
I assume this is something from school?
The school of being 5 freaking years old.
Alright. So this was a thing you liked as a kid.
No, I hated Charity Barity.
It does look really hateable.
It was like, you're kidnapped by a cult. You're under some curse. The cult. You're kidnapped by a cult. And when they were like, brainwashing you, instead of some cult guy with a wavy dagger and a magic mask.
That's not... Okay, yeah, go on.
Instead of that, it was like the effing pink nightmare. Dude, that's literally being a kid.
Nah.
You were scared of it?
No, I was bored to death. It was taking forever about being like kind to others. And like, I don't know, helping an old neighbor do engine repair.
That sounds nice. Charity Barity helps old Mr. Plunko fix his hovercraft.
Oh no, that was the worst part. It always rhymed.
Charity Barity, Pink Nightmarity.
Charity Barity, I just don't care to eat.
Oh.
See, anything?
Is it like Dare? But Dare never rhymed.
No.
Jeez, they sure made a lot of these books.
I think they're still making them.
This one looks pretty old.
Charity Barity, danger everywhere-ity.
That's vague and disconcerting.
It is. Could have just kept updating that one book.
Is this the third floor?
No, I think this is the second floor.
Oh, we're just looking at Charity Barity, the kid group.
Freaking Charity Barity.
Going up.
It's like the Berenstain Bears.
I was just thinking about that.
Those are cool.
I have not seen those in forever.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen like the thing of like how some people think it's
The Mandela effect
Yeah.
of that? Yeah.
dude, it totally is true.
That's a trip. That's
Mandela?
a trip, yeah. It's like how like things are different now than when you were younger. So like some people remember as the Berenstain Bears, or some people remember as the Berenstein Bears.
Oh.
Like it's different now. A lot of people remember Nelson Mandela dying like in the 90s, but he died in like 2010, 2012, something like that.
What?
Right? Fairly recently. Right? So it's like kind of a weird paradigm shift.
The thing is like a huge group of stuff because I remember as the Berenstein Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Berenstain Bears.
How here in the picture when JFK got assassinated, how many rows of seats were in his car?
2.
That's what I thought. There's 3 now. That's another one that they're saying like
Dude, the past and future are changing.
yeah.
That's what people are saying. There is this, like, that's how people try to prove time travel. Is a group of us remember a thing a certain way, but the thing is, it's not that way anymore.
Weird.
Yeah, that's what it's like, time
it's
travel?
A super trip.
So we could just change the past
Because
with
it's
our
not
minds.
Berenstein Bears anymore.
Literally.
Isn't it Berenstein Bears?
Berenstein. Let's see. Actually, I've got a Berenstein Bears book over there. I'm gonna grab it. You guys do the dialogue. I'm gonna grab the Berenstein
Okay.
Bears. Super old too.
Okay.
Oh wow, it's dusty up here.
It's old up here.
Sure is. Maybe your ghost is up here?
Yep, ghost. Or something. Whatever he was. He walked through the chain link fence. Or flew over it. Or something. While carrying something.
Alright. Well, that's even more impressive.
So, we're going to find this guy. Because he took someone. And he's like somehow connected to this thing I've been going through. And that's not good. And that all sounded a lot more badass in my head.
It's okay. It was fine. Man, it's just like empty here in the library.
Yeah, it is. Every time I went to Orem, there's lots of people. Wait, you didn't want to look at the computer?
Well, yeah, I just want to look over here, but there's
Oh,
nothing.
okay.
I guess the last time I went to a library was the one in my high school back in 2012.
You didn't go at UVO's library?
Oh wait.
So,
Oh yeah. I've been to the UV library.
All right,
So.
Berenstain Bears.
No!
Berenstain Bears.
No!
Whoa!
But we all remember Berenstain Bears.
Oh wait, Berenstain. Whoa! What?
Told you.
Yeah!
There you go.
See, but the thing is, us collectively remember is the Berenstain Bears.
Yeah.
Not Berenstain Bears.
Now, I'll put those back and I'll show you guys a picture of JFK's motorcade.
Okay. Well,
See, isn't that weird? That's why they say something's changed.
that is so trippy.
So, yeah, it's like, what did he call it? What was the effect called?
Mandela effect.
Mandela effect.
Yeah.
And so that's how some people think there's proof of time travel.
Here, I'll pull up a
Okay.
picture of this.
Of how things have changed.
Yeah, I have no comment.
Your mind just
It's like
blew up.
Well, that, or I'm just trying to process all of this, and it's like
There's
it's
tons
like
of
my
videos about
it's
it.
like my brain is an old Windows computer, and it's like processing something, and then the arrow window pops up like doom,
Did it just blue screen?
or blue screen probably.
It just blue screened. Just like, nope.
It was like cannot compute.
Like,
Don't
do I-
understand what's
Yeah,
going
but
on.
it's weird because it's like, wait, do I just remember it wrong? But then it's like, why do so many of us remember it wrong then? You know, there's a group of us that remember it a different way.
Yeah.
It's not just one person, you know? It's like a lot of us.
Okay,
All right, what do you got?
that's where it changed. That's not the image that I remember. It was always 2 rows of seats.
2 row seats.
There was his 2 drivers and him and Jackie in the back. But now
There's 3 rows.
There's 3 rows of seats with 2 other people in it.
What?
It's a
I
trip.
don't remember that.
So the like,
Can you put Mandela effect and see
yeah.
if people
let's see.
put like the JFK?
DL.
Sorry, we're kind of fascinated by this right now.
Effect. I think Mandela. I think. I can't. Like I'm just on
Wait,
the.
is that?
Some people, kind of like the Bernstein Bears, like people
Yeah.
have done it. Oh, maybe not.
See, I always remembered it as them having
I'll have to ask my parents what they
2
remember.
rows of seats. So, here's the craziest thing. Like every picture I ever saw of this, 2 rows of seats. So I'll have to find it. But
Although,
my dad.
What
my
if it
dad
was just a different car on a different day?
from that day, from his assassination?
Yeah, from Assassination Day.
So here's the crazy thing. I always remember seeing it that way. This is why I think things are changing, because my dad was cleaning out some of his old stuff and he found a newspaper from that day. He has like saved it and like everything, and it had 3 rows of seats. But I never remember. I mean, I'm a political science major. JFK is like our bread and butter, right? He's like the perfect combination of Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative, bam, put into one. And there was 2 rows
Did
of
you
seats.
ask your dad if he remembered it that way?
Yeah, well, he never saw it. They just heard it on the radio.
But you had the newspaper clip.
Yeah, like he said that. I don't know. I didn't ask him.
You should ask
I'll have
him.
to show him. See what he says. Do I have something on me? Like freaking out.
Probably a ghost.
It's a really long hair.
Oh, I missed one while I was cutting my hair. Dang. Oh, are you serious?
It's one really.
I've been walking around all day with a freaking. Look how long that thing is.
It's so long. Is it a few
I
of them?
got a little.
Oh, it's
Is
a
it
few of
check-
them.
I
Okay,
cut- I
then
cut
you
my-
can't. You can't just pull it. All
Yeah,
right.
I can't. I cut my own hair.
I got a
so,
little.
There you go.
I got a little pocket knife on me if you want to cut it off.
Yeah, I'm good.
No.
I've
It's
got
a
a
lot.
razor.
It's like a little
that's
patch.
embarrassing.
Oh,
I've been walking around
okay.
with that like.
Hey, I didn't even notice it just because of how the light hit it. That's why I'm like, is it
Like-
part of your ear?
No.
Oh, I see it more now.
It's
Okay.
unfortunate. Now it's gonna bug me. I'm
Alright,
gonna, like,
wait.
Can you not see
it's,
this?
it's all
It's
you're
a-
gonna see.
Oh yeah, now I
Do
see
you
it.
see that?
I see it.
It's a little patch of hair.
Wow.
So horrible. Oh my gosh, I gotta fix that.
It's okay. I always notice that kind of stuff. I'm terrible because I've like noticed. Was it one of my coworkers had really long white hair between his eyebrows? That was it. Just this really long
Just one.
and I'm like, While he was talking, I like go over to his face.
Pull it. It's like, "Grr."
He's like,
I
oh
wanna
that.
touch
Yeah,
it.
I'm like, oh that grows there sometimes. I'm like, well, I got it.
I got you. I got
it.
It's like, I got you, bro.
I'm
You're
so
welcome.
awkward. See, this is like awkward side. Like,
It's like-
let me grab
it's,
that.
It's like, you're welcome. There you go. Oh my gosh.
All right, there she is.
Nice.
Cool.
So we're going to check out the microfiche.
So,
I have no idea how to use it.
really?
I know. I can't know how to do everything.
I'm sorry, but what expertise have you brought to this thus far?
The whole thing was my idea.
No, your idea was ghost hunting. My idea is to do at least a tiny bit of research on it.
If you think that is so stupid, why are you here?
Because you're my friend, you asshole.
Such a friend response.
Ah.
Definitely.
Ugh.
Ah, we friends be twists.
Here, let me get this set up. We'll be here all night if your dumbass is in charge.
Eh.
Alright, so what are we looking for?
Tragedy except for mine. Let's see. I want to steer.
No.
Move, I'm staring.
Ow. Jeez, May.
I'm sorry. Okay. How do we do this?
Step 1, look at the screen.
Done.
Step 2, move around and look at stuff.
Step 3, find ghost.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, so there's a tragedy at the mine.
I saw a spectral thing.
Pie piracy. This looks interesting, but keep your
Yeah.
pies safe during the pleasant weather.
Yeah, not exactly about a ghost.
Here's a question. If you guys were walking down the street, saw a pie on a windowsill, would you jack it? If it was like...
What?
Would you steal a pie?
Would you steal pie if it's on a windowsill?
I don't know, because I don't know where it's been.
What if it's like the most delicious pie in the world? You
How
walk
would
by
you know?
I still
because the
I
steam
still wouldn't
coming
know.
from it is like beckoning to you, like in the form of
Like
a
in a
finger,
cartoons?
yeah, like in a cartoon.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't know where it's been.
It's been in that kitchen.
Well,
You're
yeah, but who knows? It could have gone to places.
It's super delicious though.
I want to do it because that would be mean. Someone actually baked that pie.
I'd still jack the pie.
No ghost to be found here.
No ghost. The way you say ghost, it sounds like you don't believe me.
Local ghost, little Joe, at it again.
Okay. Ooh, look.
Scooch so I can see. Graveyard, that's a gimme.
I mean, if you're looking for ghost stuff, that's where they make a lot of them.
Looks like they saw him in the old section. Oh, cool. That's where his grave is. I'm actually interested in that.
How could you not be interested? This is all actually dangerous ghost stuff. Can we read it?
I like history.
Ghosts are history. History that won't stay history.
That's actually pretty good.
Oh, that means they're not dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did you actually want to read
I
it?
want to read it.
Okay.
Okay. As the school children are quick to inform you, Possum Springs has at least one resident who won't show up on any census survey. Little Joe. Portably? I can't.
Purportedly?
The ghost of Joe Shade, a miner who died in mysterious circumstance of some decades ago. It's a favorite spook story of whimsical and weird members of our community. His most recent activities seem to involve getting up out of his coffin into the old section of Possum Springs Cemetery and strolling around, unnerving visitors to the large graveyard in Deep Hollow Country.
It's county.
County?
Yeah.
I always mixed up. Oh, there's no R.
I
Okay, county.
know the feeling.
His grave has become a destination for unruly and often destructive local use, and such a Possum Springs City Council is considering erecting an iron gate to protect the historical tombstone that fills the small hollow where Joe Shade lies buried. Please will set up patrols in the area, so be warned, thrill seekers. You may not see a ghost, but you will see a fine for trespassing.
Let's see. Strike. A strike at Stratford Mine has been called. The idea first arose after the memorial of the 1888 explosive victims. This one?
No ghosts.
Alright, moving on. New old store.
Possum
Possum
Massacre.
Massacre!
Ooh.
No ghosts here.
Severe violence broke out at the Stanford mine strike today. The bosses arrived to attempt to renew talks and were taunted by some of the children present. Rocks were thrown, and the National Guard and strike breakers opened fire on the crowd. After a few minutes, the smoke cleared and the gory scene revealed. 9 miners were dead, with a dozen more injured. A young brother and sister were also shot dead as they were delivering a package of food to their father and uncle, who was on strike below when the shooting broke out. The photograph of the 2 children, aged 7 and 9, who were shot in the cold blood, has circulated far outside of our little county. The heinous act led to a personal visit from the governor to the strike site to meet with strikers. Independent inspectors were also brought in, and talks finally began. 45 days since the start of the strike. The bosses have agreed to comply to the current safety standards and to honor the demands of the miners.
Strange but true. A tailed teeth.
And we found a tooth the other day.
Freaky.
Oh wow, this is long. Oh wow, this is gnarly. And awesome. Ha 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 ha. Oh my god. Strange but true.
Alright, I'm just gonna tilt this down, so if people watching this video wants to read the whole thing, you can pause it and then read it if you want to.
I want to kind of skim it.
Okay, so Strange But True is our ongoing series about the weird and forgotten aspects of the Deep Hollow County history and culture, published weekly. Okay.
The boss down when they removed all his teeth with pliers. The teeth were passed out to the miners, and a secret society was created with a vow to protect those workers' interests. Memberships were based on owning one of those teeth, and each was marked with a symbol of their own choosing. These symbols were used around the coal patch to organize meetings and make announcements.
Hold on, symbols? Like
Symbol?
maybe a diamond on a severed arm we found a while back? Maybe? I don't know.
Connection, secret society.
The boss survived its attack, but never named his attackers for implicating himself. When he died a few years later, members dug up his grave to retrieve his skull. It was used in ceremonies to perform during going out retribution. They all gathered around, placed their teeth into the sockets, and later retrieved their tooth after the retribution was completed. Upon a member's death, their tooth would be passed to a new member. Teeth of the members in jail would be left in their socks until their fates were decided. After the strike of 1889, the social society dwindled. Occasionally, a descendant of one of these men would find a tooth with strange markings in their home. Strange, but true.
Ooh.
We have it.
Deep Hollow County mourns. Not that. Sound off opinion line. Ghostly rumors haunt new historical society.
Ghosts. Hey, hey, hey! Ghost spotted!
Historical society?
History that won't stay history. In History Place.
History place?
Yeah, I'd never been.
You didn't go back in school?
I think it was when I wasn't in school.
Oh, after the softball incident.
Yeah, I mostly just watched TV and did therapy.
Well, it's actually a pretty cool old house. It used to be owned by one of the mine owners or something. Railroad? Mine? Steel mill? Something like that?
It's an actual haunted house.
No. Elementary school kids are there all the time. They have, summer arts and crafts programs.
Oh well, still worth checking out.
The Possum Springs Historical Society's conversion of the Shrigeist House into its new headquarters and education center has hit a snag. Custodial head Jed Newsome has resigned, citing strange occurrences in the old manor. I'd be there after hours doing my work, and I'd hear someone walking around trying doorknobs. I came out to see who was fooling, but there was never nobody there, said Newsome, trying to get this map room operational for the children, all the while I'm looking over my shoulder expecting to see God knows what. Or GD knows what.
Mm-hmm.
They probably just, What is it called? I blanked.
How they, censor it.
Censor.
Okay.
I'm like, what's the word?
That's the word.
Mr. Nosame had previously requested to work only daylight hours when other staff were present in the building, but even that proved to be too terrifying. I don't go to the off-limits area anymore. I don't go up past the second floor and then only go to the office. I know the others laugh, say I'm seeing Little Joe or something, but they can all go spit. Little Joe, for the uninitiated, was a local ghost story populated some years ago. The Possum Springs Historical Society has refused to comment on Mr. Nusame's claims at this time.
Dang, scary.
Anything else? Strike lumbers on. Spectral happenings at Possum Jump.
Too low. Oh, hey, look at this.
Yeah.
Looks like Possum Jump.
Let me read it.
It's Possum Jump.
Okay, yeah. That's back up in the state park, right?
Yeah.
Ever been up there?
Nope. Gonna check it out, though.
Go nuts. That's actually probably only a mile or so from Mrs. Miranda's house. Back up in the hills. All kinds of stuff up there.
Well, I'll try to avoid any basements. Or corpse husbands.
Co-signed.
Okay, well, that's like 3 leads. Wait. I'm gonna read this. Okay, 2 local sweethearts were startled this past Sunday night as they hiked along the wooded overlook known as Possum Jump. According to the Lovebirds, at approximately 11:45 p.m., a figure appeared to walk from the edge of the cliff out into the open air, then disappeared. Forestry workers the next morning were unable to locate any evidence of anyone having left from the great height, leaving the exact nature of what the two saw a mystery. A decent hike up to the state forest hills. Possum Jump is famous for its beautiful view of the Echo Reservoir. It also holds historical importance of its hosts the lonely graves of several persons involved in the Possum Massacre.
Ooh.
Let's
Spooky.
boogie.
Let's boogie. Also, is that it?
Is that it?
Well, I mean, yeah, like, there would only be 3 places you can go to, but if you want to look around some more, read some more stuff.
Have we looked at everything?
Almost everything, but it's just like those 3 that are most important.
Okay, yeah, then we're good. Then we'll read 3 clues. We got 3 leads.
You're a regular detective.
Mae Borowski, a detective of ghosts.
Alright. Let's go.
So we've got some leads. Can I borrow your car this week?
Do you even have a license? I mean, no, regardless. But do you?
Nope. No license, no credit cards. Don't believe in money.
You just believe in other people's cars and money.
I didn't choose to be born into this society. Same.
Okay, well, I have, a job. So I can't drive you around to all of these spots. I can maybe do the graveyard. I need to go there anyway.
Cool, I'll see if I can get Greg wants to do the other 2.
And I probably don't have to say this, but just because something happened in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen again.
Hey nerd, ever hear that history repeats? It does. It does the same thing over and over and over again.
So we've just been a loop since we were living in caves?
Yeah, that's science.
Oh my freaking god.
It's true.
Yeah. It's the loop.
Like you make a leader gets greedy, we kill the leader.
What?
Restart society.
Start again.
What is...
Oh, wait, that's a trick.
Is that Miss Quelsey?
Oh wow, haven't seen her since graduation?
She was always kind of a badass. School district did not fund that art program at all. But she made it work. She was like some sort of art teacher survivalist.
Wow, I never realized.
I think they pay her in bits of string and empty soda cans. Thank you all for coming to this second meeting of the Possum Springs Poetry Society. Do you want to stick around for this? Yes.
Yeah.
Tonight we have a new poems from myself and Fisherman Jones and Selma Ann Forrester. I will start us off with one of my own.
What's the other one? That one. They don't actually pay her in strings, right?
Nah, it's rope.
Yes, May. They literally pay her in string.
I was just joking!
Right. Ahem. Letter to my worst student. To my worst student.
Made Borowski.
The subject of my stories. I tell friends back home. When they ask about life out here in the sticks, it's you. I worry, at the end of my life, you will be the only one I remember. Why did you key my car? I know, it was you. Brian. Thanks, everyone.
Is that legal? Poor Miss Wilsey. That one.
At least she's blowing off some steam. Next up, Fisherman Jones. Fisherman Jones has a poem for us.
Two poems. They're short though.
Is that the guy that's the old guy that's also always fishing?
Not all, but yeah, he was like underground fishing.
That's him, right?
Yeah, that's him.
2 poems. Take it away.
Hi folks. Thanks. This is called Tunnel Eels. Tunnel eels. I do not know how it feels to be in darkness all the time, born in muck and raised in slime. But neither you know paths I've trudged, so it hardly is your place to judge. Okay, that's one poem. The next one is shorter. This is called Tunnel Frogs. Tunnel frogs swim in the dark. Must think it would be a lark to be a fisherman like me. But what do you know, amphibie?
Ha ha ha.
That's it.
That's great. Thank you, Fisherman Jones.
This dude's worried about... Wait, dude is really worried about what fish think. He definitely talks to actual fish. That one.
Not really. He's like Dr. Doolittle down there.
Like for reals.
Oh, most definitely.
I do too. Every time I see animals, I talk to them.
Oh yeah.
Finally, a poem by Selma Ann Forrester.
Yay, Selmers!
Thanks, May. You know her?
Dude, she's like your neighbor.
Oh.
She writes these really funny, dorky short poems.
I'm up for something short and funny. This is called There's No Reception in Possum Springs.
Ha ha ha.
She's not wrong. No reception here. I wave my black phone. In the air like a flare, like a prayer, but no reception. I read on the internet, babyface boy billionaire. Phone app sold, made more money in one day than my family over 100 generations. More than my whole world ever has. World where house buying jobs became rent paying jobs, became living with family jobs. Boy, billionaires. Money's access to politicians waiting for us to die, leading our water, alcohol, and painkillers. Replace my job with an app, replace my dreams of a house and a yard with a couch in the basement. The future is yours. Forced 24/7 entrepreneurs. I just want a paycheck in my own life. I'm on the couch in the basement, they're in the house in the yard. Some night I will catch a bus out to the west coast and burn their Silicon City to the ground.
Same.
Holy shit.
Wow, damn.
Huh. She rhymed entrepreneur.
I don't even know what that word means.
Thanks, everyone. Is she always like this?
No. Wow.
Huh. Thank you, everyone. See you in 2 weeks.
Hey, Summers!
What?
I liked your weird poem.
Thanks. I wrote it myself. Wait. Was the assumption that she didn't write it hers?
Nice work, Summers!
I don't like that nickname. What are you two...
Sorry.
It's cool. Can we go now?
Yeah, I guess. Gotta hear that Selmers poem, though.
Certainly.
Selmers poem. Okay, thanks for coming. Oh, that's you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. We live here.
Right, so,
Find out anything about your ghost?
yes. Tell him, bae.
There were some newspaper clippings that talked about a ghost.
Not just any ghost, Little Joe.
I don't really remember Little Joe.
He was a ghost miner. He died in a mysterious circumstance.
Wow!
I know, right? Mysterious.
I thought you were, like, afraid of this ghost? Like, filled with, like, dread and shit?
I'm terrified.
Okay.
So, it mentioned 3 different places we can check out.
I have work and stuff.
Yeah, Greg and I also have work.
You guys skip out work all the time.
Maybe we can, like, split this up? Share custody of you and your ghost. What places were you thinking about?
The graveyard?
I call that one. It's close and not illegal. Is there an illegal one?
Sure is. The Historical Society.
You know you don't have to, like, break in. The people there, like, get paid to show it to you.
Anyway,
I'm in for the Historical Society.
awesome.
So what did I get stuck with?
Possum jump.
I got scared.
Like, what?
I had no possum jump. We used to go there in Scouts.
Perfect.
Okay, I need to, like, actually get home and do work.
This is gonna be awesome. And also, I'm scared to death.
Nice.
Yeah.
You should be.
Dang.
You should be. It's like Yoda saying that, like, you should be scared like the first Star Wars.
Too.
Ta-da! It's Selmers, a good poet. Thought if I die, someone should write a poem about it.
For real, so.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Let's see what rhymes. May, clay,
Ugh.
bay, play, gay.
Okay, what are you trying to rhyme?
I'm trying to rhyme with May for
Oh,
like
you
her
can do a
poem.
lot.
Hey,
It's gonna be May.
hey, May,
Another May.
May.
Oh,
May.
just-
May.
May,
It's gonna be May.
Decay.
Decay.
decay. Oh,
Uh,
May, you're gonna decay
Yeah, this is you.
because hey.
oh, this is you, your dad.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, seems like that's going around. The erg.
Yepers.
So, you and Mom had a bit of a fight yesterday, huh?
Yep.
I thought you two were getting along.
We were. We are. We are. Just a bump,
You two, always too alike.
I guess. I got your chill and her smart assness.
I just hate to see you two on the outs again.
It'll be fine. We're cool. So we're having money problems?
What? No, we're fine.
Dad.
May, it's fine.
It's okay. I'm 20. I can handle it.
Nothing to handle.
Okay. You're way too chill about this, Dad.
Yeah.
Might just head up to bed tonight. You're sleeping on the couch.
Yeah. Sounds good, kid. Been a long couple days.
Alright, guess we're just going straight to bed then.
Nice.
Grandfather clock.
Oop. Nothing about the bird or the books. Nope, I guess we're just going to bed. Maybe you have some more weird dreams again.
Oh no.
Freaking weird dreams. It's the worst.
Just gonna load a little faster. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, freaking last night I didn't sleep for jack. Not because of dreams, but because I tweaked my neck. I slept on it wrong.
Oh no.
And it's like, it's all like kinked.
Hey, let me know when you want to hit the cemetery. I should be around most nights this week.
IDK. Thanks, Bay.
Don't thank me too hard.
Oh no.
I'm going there anyway, and it's like right down the road.
You're ruining this.
Oh, in that case, You are so incredibly welcome, and also you better not forget this big favor.
That's more like it.
And if I'm falling asleep, had fun tonight. Sorry if I was grouchy, it's just...
She fell asleep on the keyboard.
It's fine. Wait, how did she even send? Wait, did you fall asleep?
Probably your
Oh.
head hit the keyboard.
Okay, for it to actually send? Because
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
how does that work?
And sent.
Yo, I looked up the Historical Society on the internet. It's really old, but then they did big renovations.
Oh, really?
I mean, listen, I'm not saying there's a ghost, but old stuff that just got torn up seems like Ghost Central.
How so?
Your ghosts hang out in an old house, and then someone puts in a pool where you died or something.
Haunted pools would actually be scary.
I'm spooked. I'm going to bed.
Hey, May. Let me know when you want to go to the park. I looked up a map and it's pretty straight shot. It's a pretty straight shot up to Possum Jump.
Okay, great. We'll never really get a chance to hang out.
It'll be fun, I think. Okay, I'm going to sleep.
Night, sir.
Night.
Tips
Tips hat.
All right. So,
Tips hat.
okay, so one thing you should know, we can only go to 2 of 3 of these ghost locations. And I will say, I really do want to hang out with Angus on our second investigation for sure.
Okay.
So
Then we're probably we need to go to the Historical Society.
well, yeah, but I guess the question is like, do you want to? Okay, as always, do you want to go with Greg or B tomorrow?
I wanted to go to the Historical Society than the cemetery.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, you sure you don't want to hang out with Angus? Because like, remember those little
Well, do you want to do Angus first?
Ooh.
Well, for Angus, I will say like, there's a little more minor spoiler. There's just like a little visual effect that will happen.
Like, we can go there.
But
Oh, there's people going in the sky like, hey,
yeah, you're not wrong. There's
we
definitely
are
like
floating. Wait, what was it? We're all floating down. What's
We all
float?
We all float down.
yeah.
here.
Oh yeah, there's a person right
Yeah,
there.
we're all
Ooh.
float down here.
So I
We all
watched.
float down here.
I haven't watched any of those. I don't do horror
You'll
movies.
float too. I haven't
That's
seen
so-
it either.
That's
But
so creepy.
Yeah, you float too. I saw it in movie theaters. I thought I would be a lot more scared. I can understand. I would probably be terrified as a kid.
Uh-huh.
But as an adult, it's not that bad.
no.
As an
No.
adult, you're just like, meh.
Because I didn't see the old ones ever. I only saw the new one. And no, it was good. I think the story itself is actually good. Because I feel like some like scary movies don't have any story and they just try to scare you the whole time.
Uh-huh.
And I don't like it as much. But this one, the story is good. You know, and it's pretty spooky too.
Okay.
So that's what I really like about it.
I can dig that.
Especially if I compare it to The Shining, because the old one, like The Shining, like you just watch it and it's just a bunch of like almost nonsense unless you understand stuff. Where you can actually like, like there is
You
deeper
follow
stuff,
the plot.
but yeah, you can just follow the plot and it'll be fun.
Okay.
Because all of Stephen King stuff has deeper stuff, but yeah, you can just sit there and enjoy it without being like, what's going on,
Yeah.
And it's fun, like, stuff makes sense. And, compared to, like, The Shining, where, like, yeah, you'll have to really understand it.
Like, yeah.
You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't read any of Stephen King's books.
Me either. That's something I need to do.
My dad has though.
I'm kind of too chicken to do it. I'm like,
No, I'm pretty bad. I have to do everything in the daylight. Like, so I've been watching like this old show called Unsolvable Murders, which is funny because they said that with the book.
Yeah.
But the thing is like this old show, like a lot of them actually are solved. Because like people would watch it because it's real stories, and then like people watching the show would actually be like, "Oh, I know this person, or I've seen this person. This is what this person looks like," and they'll solve them.
That's crazy.
Well,
And then the website,
I don't know how that happened.
it was literally like from the 80s or something when this was made. And then if you actually go to the website, like Unsolvable Murders or something, like it's still going. Like people still post stuff and they're still solving stuff.
That's wild.
It's insane. But yeah, like I'll think about it right before I go to bed, like some of the cases, and then I'll be like, you scare yourself. You just scare yourself.
Yep. Big
Even
time.
though, like, most of the time, it's usually, like, a family friend or, like, spouse that, like, usually kills or hurts people.
Yeah.
It's not, I think so far it hasn't been, like, a stranger has done something.
Okay.
Like,
So
I think,
creepy.
yeah, like...
That makes it almost even worse.
No, it is, like, the more you actually, like, I feel like you look into crimes and, like, listen to crime stories, it's always someone you know. Most of the time, it's always someone you know.
Floating in the... Oh, never mind.
They're floating.
Not, like, I thought, like, someone was floating inside the building, but no, it's actually, like, outside still.
Oh, I thought that was inside the building, too.
Word.
All right.
But yeah, like, crime stories are pretty scary.
That's all 4.
Yeah.
Or, like, yeah, most of the time, if you ever get hurt, it's probably someone you know.
Dang.
Compared to someone you don't know. Which
That's
is scary because,
wild.
they tell you not to talk to strangers or, I mean, that does happen. There's a lot of that. Oh. Our crane?
Ate a fish?
Yeah, it ate a fish.
Whoa, May's like tripping out.
At least that wasn't, like, too weird.
Yeah.
That could have been worse.
Yeah, the fish could have been a robot. I don't know.
Or, like, a person. It looked like
Oh,
something you
yeah.
see during the day.
Creepy.